you can see there's some insulation back there. There's some insulation. There's a box of Monster Energy drinks, which I have taken advantage of. I love Monster Energy. Mouthpiece says 2 weeks in a row Brock Purdy has given the game away to the other team. True. Not ideal. Indiana Jim says now even Mandy is selling on Purdy. I'm not selling on Purdy. I'm just talking about what Parag Marathe is going to say when they get into the negotiations. If they give Brock Purdy $60 million, good. If they give him $35 million, good. Like I don't have what do they say? Like I don't have a dog in this race. Like it's fine. Kevin Allen says, LOL, he's getting way more than $45 million, dude. That's fine. All I'm saying is, who are they competing against? Like, who are they negotiating against? Who else is offering Brock Purdy this money? Just tell me what team is going to give Brock Purdy $55 million besides the 49ers. Tell me who they're negotiating against. The Tennessee Titans? The Tennessee Titans aren't giving Brock Purdy $55 million. The New York Jets aren't giving Brock Purdy $55 million. The Oakland Raiders aren't giving Brock Purdy $55 million. So you just tell me who. Who is it? Who is it that's going to give Brock Purdy $55 million that will force the 49ers to match or exceed that? Just tell me who. Susan Rodriguez is very nice. She says, I'm sorry your holidays are going so poorly. She says her holidays are also stressful. Well, Merry Christmas to you, Susan. It's not really my family's fault. It's me. I'm an introvert. It's my fault. Oh, I hear them laughing outside. It's a trick. If I go out there, it's not going to be funny. But everybody is like outside. I'm here with you guys. I cannot do any more small talk. I made the mistake because this guy was like, hey, how you doing? I made the mistake of, responding in kind. I was like, oh, all right. I heard you went on vacation to Yosemite. Big mistake. Terrible mistake. This guy goes, yeah. He starts telling me about the trees. He opens up his camera roll and I can already see there's like 50 pictures from Yellowstone. Like, when the squares are small, so there's like a billion. It's an endless camera roll of pictures of Yosemite. I was like, that was the biggest mistake of my life right there. So anyways, I decided to hide in here. New Era says calling Brock Purdy a 4 is so insulting. I'm not calling Brock Purdy a 4. I'm talking about his physical attributes are like a 4. And Josh Allen's physical attributes are like a 9. And Justin Herbert's physical attributes are a 9. But that's not all that goes into it, right? Like I'm saying, while Brock Purdy's physical attributes are a 4, he does everything else. So he's more like a 6 or a 7. And Josh Allen does a lot of things I don't like, which make him for me personally, it makes him like a 6. Damien's Regicide says Brock's going to get 50 plus a year. Tell me how he's going to get 50 plus a year. Who is going to offer him that money? Just name a team. Otherwise, you're saying the 49ers are going to negotiate with themselves? Because they're not going to open at 60. They're going to open at like 45. And then Brock's going to counter, and they're going to go back and forth. So tell me, has to be a team that he could potentially go to that's going to drive that price up. And I just want to know what team that is. Hoops U says, did Mandy drop 25 pounds from this angle? Yeah, it's definitely the angle, because it's the angle and the lighting. Because on my laptop, I'm always like this. Ad Conklin says, watch me debating Ryan on his show. Yeah, I'll watch. Hugh Jassel says, why can't I back down from the claim that I prefer Brock Purdy over Josh Allen? There's nothing to back down about. It's a preference. It's like preferring orange chicken over Beijing beef or whatever, dude. It's just a preference. What are you talking about? There's no, I don't understand even what you're saying. Just tell me what you mean. Do you not understand personal preferences? Just tell me. I don't understand the core of your argument. I don't like the way Josh Allen plays. If we could trade Brock for Josh Allen right now, straight up, same salary, or even if Josh Allen was cheaper, I still wouldn't do it. I don't like the way he plays. I don't like looking at it. Even if it guaranteed a Super Bowl, I wouldn't do it. I don't like the way he plays. And I agree with New Era. New Era says Jimmy G played worse. Yeah, Jimmy G played worse on a much better team. This guy says I hate Jake Moody. We all hate Jake Moody. I don't know who doesn't hate Jake Moody. The people who are like still defending Jake Moody and the decision to draft Jake Moody are like cult members, dude. Like, they're taking 49ers faithful too literally, dude. How can you not hate Jake Moody? How can you not hate the pig? That's his username. Creeping on the Babe says, I hope Purdy can get with a better organization. Again, I don't know who is going to pay Brock Purdy. Tell me who's going to pay Brock Purdy. Are the Tennessee Titans going to pay Brock Purdy upwards of $40 million a year? No. Are the Jets? No. Who? Tell me who on planet Earth is going to pay Brock Purdy upwards of $40 million a year besides the 49ers? Mike Fuss says $45 million per year, 4 years. Lock it up. Sounds fair to me. Let's do that. Gary says Mandy Man strikes again. Thank you. Kim Pagel says strike up a conversation about Julius Caesar. The thing about Julius Caesar is people talk about like the crossing the Rubicon part. People don't understand, like, he had like 3 different lifetimes. Like, post crossing the Rubicon was like one thing. There was the military campaigns before that, but even before that, he already lived like a legendary life. That's what's so crazy about Julius Caesar. Like, any phase of his life he's like Tom Brady. He's like Tom Brady, like where you split up Tom Brady's career into 3 different sections. They're all great. He's all great, and you should look into that. Like, Julius Caesar's life is unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Many people. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. You're unbelievable. Bum, 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 bum. Andre says, if it can be proved, then it's not science. I don't know what you're talking about. The Robert Phoenix is watching out for me. He says, Ozempic has been linked to optical nerve damage. It rots your optical nerve. Well, I'm not on Ozempic. I'm on something much, much worse. Dusty Gold says K-pop girl will ruin your life. I don't care. That's what I want. I don't care. That's what I want. I want a Korean girlfriend with a little bit of plastic surgery. Just a skosh. Just a skosh. I want her to say, Annyeong. Annyeonghaseyo. Day. Nay. That's what I want. I want to hear that. Dusty Gold, more Dusty Gold. He says, I knew you were a front runner. My Niners are out. I'm rooting for Jim and the Bolts. Yeah, me too. Of course I'm rooting for Jim Harbaugh. I told you that. I'm rooting for Jim Harbaugh and Justin Herbert. What? V. Robert Phoenix says the greatest concentration of women ever were at a music conference in Miami. I doubt that. Dun, 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 dun. I hate that. I hate it. Bum, 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 bum. You know, everybody's like sweating out like the spicy foods they've eaten. I'm not a fan of that. I don't like it. I don't like Miami. Our old friend EH says this Purdy talk is pissing me off. Yeah, it bothers me, but I think Purdy's given them enough ammunition to talk their crap. Unfortunately, I don't listen to it. I don't even watch 49ers YouTube anymore. I only look at the titles in case I'm out of ideas. If I have nothing to talk about, I'll look at their thumbnails. But I don't watch any 49ers YouTube anymore. BT, again, what is your username, dude? Why is your username so hard to say? Sorry. I don't know. But his username says something. His username says, what? Oh, okay. BT, your username is too long. I don't know how to say your username. BT, okay? That's your username, B1 or BT. He says, if Brock Purdy was good enough to win the Super Bowl, then he would have won the Super Bowl. Well, that's not true, because John Elway, if you apply that to John Elway, then he wasn't good enough to win the Super Bowl. But he won the Super Bowl. Mahomes wasn't good enough to win the Super Bowl at one point. So I don't know what you're talking about. Captain something says, what is the white stuff on your nose? It's cream for my face, for facial redness. You can't see it right now because of the bad lighting, but my face is blotchy and red. And I have like really bad eye bags because I didn't get any sleep last night. But anyways, that's what the white stuff is. It helps with that. I'm going to say it, says Mandy, once again, you're being logical. So true. So true. I'm going to say it. Indiana Jim says a guy statistically in the top 10 or 15 is not going to take 40 million a year. I agree with you, but I agree with you, Indiana Jim. The question is just who else is going to pay him? Like, just name a team that's going to pay him. Are the Raiders going to pay Brock 50 million a year? Are the Jets? Are the Tennessee Titans? Just name one team in the whole league that's going to pay Brock. Like, I don't understand who the 49ers would be negotiating against here. Just name the team, and I will concede. And again, I don't care if Brock makes $60 million a year or $35 million. It doesn't matter to me. I don't feel it will. I don't feel it will handcuff roster construction at all. So I don't really mind. I'm just wondering, like, how is his agent gonna get him $60 million a year? I don't see how that could be possible. Hugh Jassel says he's probably gonna block 49ers YouTube because he can't take all the Purdy contract talk. Well, I don't watch 49ers YouTube. Occasionally, Matt Mayoko will autoplay because I haven't hit don't recommend Matt Mayoko yet, but I don't watch anybody else's 49ers YouTube anymore. I just don't. Lakers for Life says, attaboy, when I said I was only 0.5 pounds away from no longer being obese. I'm no longer obese, but the bad part is I've got like huge like black bags under my eyes, which you cannot tell because of the bad lighting, but it's terrible. It's terrible. Like, I hate it. There were a couple people here, Karen Handel, a couple other people thought I was serious about Jake Haener. I freaking hate Jake Haener, dude. I was joking about prying Jake Haener away from the Saints and getting him to replace Brock Purdy. That was an obvious joke, hence the goofy picture, because I hate Jake Haener. RMC says, LOL, the Vikings are not going to... I said the Vikings were one of the teams I was rooting for. Now that the 49ers are eliminated, and RMC goes, LOL, the Vikings are not going to the Super Bowl. It is most likely the Lions or the Chiefs. Very, very good analysis there. Who cares? Who cares? I'm not rooting for who I think is going to win. I'm rooting for who I like and who I don't like.